Welcome to the podcast from Stress to Success Blueprint. I'm your host, Lolita, and today is episode 128, I believe. And we are continuing the conversation about burnout and stress and all of that. So today I want to talk about, what's the difference with just stress and the burnout? It's the severity of this. Burnout really needs some serious intervention and a life change. And if you already in that burnout stage where you feel physical manifestation in your body, and now that's bad. That's definitely need to be taken care of as soon as possible. Um, and what comes to, it's stressful situation. Just mean you still can make change, and you may not necessarily end up in a burnout. So stress, like I was talking about the previous episode, is the beginning of some situation that can end up in burnout. So let's just give an example how to know on which spectrum are you. So let's say in a in the workplace, when you have situations in your workplace, let's say you're starting a new project, there are some things, or not new project, it's just everyday whatever thing, and the little problems arise. When you are still in the beginning of those stages of burnout, you will address them. You will have this feeling of, yes, I can do this. If you're already in the burnout stage, you will have no hope that you can do this. You will have not enough emotional power to even do anything. You already will drop into this extreme of thinking nothing will work. This is not going to repeat itself. I am done. This is happening all over to me. I'm hopeless. You probably will not even try to do anything because you don't even believe it's the change is even possible. Okay, so let's say there is something happened at work and you're still in that kind of, it's just something happened, it stressed you out, but you know what works for you. You know how to manage your stress, you know how to set boundaries, your time management, whatever, we'll talk about that later. And you're good, you're like, okay, there's a problem, it caused you stress, you addressed it, and it's gone. You're satisfied. Okay, that was over, that's just another day in paradise, right? What comes to when you already burn out, little problem can arise and you're already hopeless on the ground and catastrophizing, meaning, did I say that right? You think this is a catastrophe already and you are hopeless that anything that you will do will bring any results. So you just let that thing just go. Um, when you are in a situation where you're not burned out yet and something happens stressful, you may go to other people, ask for help. Now, when you burn out, you probably could be very depressed and think nothing will help me. I'm not even gonna go talk to them. I already did it before and did nothing worked, and I'm just done. Um, Waking up in the morning when you're still handling that stress and burnout, you may still realize that, I woke up in the morning, I'm going to work, I'm doing my work, and that's the life is, and that's pretty much how it goes. But hey, well, everybody's going through the same, so I'm fine. Now, on the other side, when you're in the burnout stage, you don't even care. You don't care when you get there. You don't care when you finish. You don't even care. You just want to watch Netflix 24/7 and until, life ends or whatever, something that you just want to totally disconnect and say, forget it. I'm just done. This is it for me. So the main this difference between just being in a stressful situation, just being stressing out about it, just worrying about it, figuring things out, asking for help and all of this. This is still can change. This your life can change still. You have a control over this. When you're in burnout stage, you think you don't even have control. You gave up your control. I hope that gave you a little bit better understanding where you are, or maybe you were. So if you have it's a different situations about you could be, let's say it has to do with the workplace, you could feel totally burnt out. But let's say you just started a new relationship that makes you happy and you're feeling amazing with that, you're not burnt out in the relationship. So different areas of your life can have a different stages of stress and burnout. Now, when you are already in that stage that you don't care about anything else in your life, no matter relationships, your self-care, nutrition, sleep, work, whatever, you really need to talk to a doctor or somebody who can really help you, because you seriously need to have a very, 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 very serious conversation about how to change your life until it's too late. And there's something else I want to touch base on. Um, there is something that you know, different people can recognize those different stages of stress. Um, when I mentioned in the previous episode about it depends on what kind of environment you came from. And if you came from an environment that stressing out, worrying, and burnout, this is how your parents or caregivers were taken care of, you may not even recognize the stages of burnout. You would take this as your normal day until you just, you know, jump off the cliff one day and you're like, this is it for me. Because that was figuratively speaking, okay? This is just words, but you know what I mean. So it's very important for you to recognize and question yourself. Am I happy? Am I looking forward to things? Can I solve problems? Can I still have hope? Do I believe that things can change for me? And this is whatever happened, it will go away. Do you use tools to manage your stress, your workload, well, your relationships, all of the things? Um, those things can be learned. And it doesn't matter what environment you came from. Somebody could be taking everything very seriously when actually things should not be getting taken so seriously, and that was causing you a lot of stress. But that's where you need to, when you start working on your burnout and your stress, this is the number one thing I ask my clients to really identify. Think about the environment you grew up in and how were they managing stress, because this is how you managing your stress as well. And you may not even notice that you're already in the burnout zone, and it can catch up with you pretty soon before it's too late. So leave a comment below and tell me, do you know what stress zone you are in? And if you have any questions or you know a topic that you would love me to cover it, please let me know and I'll be very happy to talk about that.